Hello everyone, welcome back to Simplify Studies. In today's module, we will study about subject-verb agreement. Well, we all know that nouns and pronouns can be singular or plural. When we add an s or es to a noun, it becomes plural. For example, chair will become chairs, train will become trains, bird will become birds in their plural forms. But when it comes to verbs, then the story is totally opposite. For example, when you add s or es to a verb, it becomes singular. For example, in verbs, singular of eat will be eats, singular of drink will be drinks, singular of grow will be grows, and singular of dance will be dances. In short, in subject-verb agreement, a singular noun or pronoun takes a singular verb with it, or a plural noun or pronoun takes a plural verb with it. To understand it in a better way, let us see few examples. The first sentence says, a baby cries for milk. Here, baby is singular noun and cries is a singular form of verb because in verbs, the forms with s are singular and the forms without an s are plural. Let us see one more example. If I say babies cry for milk, here babies means plural form of noun and cry is plural form of verb. Let us see one more example. A tiger hunts for prey. Here tiger is singular and hunts is the singular form of verb. If I say tigers hunt for prey, then tigers obviously is a plural form of noun and hunt is a plural form of verb. In short, plural subjects take plural verbs and singular subject takes singular verbs. The subject and the verb must agree in number, whether it is singular or plural. This is called subject-verb agreement. Next sentence says, bread and butter is a common breakfast. In this example, bread and butter is considered as one unit. So, we have used the verb is. Next example says, rice and corn was also a popular meal in those days. Here again, rice and corn is considered as one unit. So, we have used was. If I say 15 years is a short time for an institution. Here again 15 years is considered as one unit. So I have used the verb is with it. The next sentence says bread and butter were expensive even then. Here bread and butter are considered as separate unit. It is plural in number, means more than one butter and one bread. So the verb were is used. Let us take one more example. The example says rice and corn are not available in the same shop anymore. Again, it is considered two separate units here. So we have used the plural form of the verb, that is are. The next sentence says, one of the boys in my class is the son of an astronaut. One of the boys in my class is a singular subject and is singular verb. When the subject begins with one, the verb is always singular in number. One of the boys. So here, that's why it is singular and we have used singular verb. In short, singular verb is agrees with the singular noun one. Then we have few subjects which always take singular verbs. For example, each, either, anyone, someone, everyone, anybody, somebody, everybody, no one, neither, and nobody. For example, if I say each laptop comes with a mouse, here noun is laptop, okay, singular form. Comes is a singular form of verb. I have already explained in verbs the forms with s are singular and the forms without s are plural. Next sentence says either Ram or Shyam has broken the window, which means anyone, either Ram or Shyam. So we have used the verb has. Next sentence says someone is knocking at the door. Someone, any one person is knocking at the door. So we have used the verb is. Next sentence says Ram and Shyam are playing. So it means two persons are playing, Ram and Shyam. So we have used the verb are, plural form. Next sentence says either Babu or Govind is playing, which means any one person. Okay, the vision is not clear or whatsoever is the reason. So we have used the verb is. Next sentence says neither Ramu nor his friends are playing. We can see few people are playing, but we are not sure. So again the verb is are. In short, subjects joined by and are plural and subjects joined by either or neither nor take a verb that agrees with subject closer to them. In grammar, expression of time, money, measurement, and weight are usually singular. So, when the amount is considered 1 unit, the verb is in the singular number. For example, if I say 500 rupees is not a lot of money nowadays, which means 500 rupees is considered as 1 unit. It is singular. So, the verb is used. Next sentence says, 2 weeks is not enough for a good holiday. Here, 2 weeks, it is considered as 1 unit. Okay. So, we have used a singular verb is. However, there are 2 important points to remember. I is also a singular pronoun, but with I we use am. Pronoun I always takes a plural verb. Even though I is a singular, means I refers to one person, it takes a plural verb. For example, I am your friend, or I am very hungry, or I read, or I sleep. Here, read is a plural form of verb and sleep is also plural form of verb. Same is the case with you. We always use are whether you stands for one person or for more than one person. For example, you are a student. Though I am saying a student, but I have used are. Other example is you read or you all read. Here you means one person, but in spite of that we have used plural verb. So I and you are 2 words which always take plural verbs. So we have seen just like nouns, verbs also have 2 different forms, singular and plural. The difference is that in case of verbs, the forms with s are singular and the forms without s are plural. So, singular nouns always go with singular verbs and plural nouns always go with plural verbs. But there are some nouns which are plural in form. That is, They end with s or es, but they are considered singular and therefore take a singular verb. For example, aeronautics, aerobics, measles, statistics, billiards, news, mathematics, analysis, gymnastics, physics, crickets, politics, etc. etc. Let us understand this also with an example. So the sentence is mathematics is a useful subject to learn, or no news is interesting. Though it is ending with s, but we will always use singular verb. Then we have some words which are always plural. They take plural verbs. For example, ashes, scissors, riches, arms, oats, binoculars, clothes, pants, wages, goods, sunglasses, etc. So that's all I have for you today. Now let's quickly recap whatever we have studied till now. In this module, we studied that singular nouns take singular verbs and plural nouns take plural verbs. But if the subject in a sentence is taken as one unit, we use a singular verb. But if the subjects are taken as separate units, we use a plural verb. Then, when the subject begins with one of, we use a singular verb. And with words like each, either, neither, anyone, anybody, somebody, someone, everyone, everybody, no one or nobody or one, we always take a singular verb. Subjects joined by and are plural, and subjects joined by either or neither or nor, that time we take the verb that agrees with the subject closer to it. And there are some nouns which are used only in a singular or the plural form. That's all for today. Have a good day.